It's hard to believe that the original Crysis launched almost 14 years ago. At first it was only available on PC and required a powerful one at that, but it was a fantastic game. Console players had the chance to experience the first title on Xbox 360, but it wasn't anywhere near the same experience as you'd get on PC. Thankfully, 2020 brought us a worthy remaster on the Xbox One family of consoles. Following the success of this, Crytek has opted to give Crysis 2 and 3 a glorious makeover as well, and bundle all three games together. But is it worth your time? Let's find out in the XboxEra review for Crysis Remastered Trilogy. Crytek has always done an incredible job of pushing incredible graphical fidelity with all of their releases, as well as maximising the hardware that the games run on. Crysis 2 and 3 saw releases on Xbox 360 and were arguably some of the best looking shooters around towards the end of that generation. After meeting with the Crytek team at EGX Eurogamer in London in early October, I managed to discuss in detail the changes they've made to this trio of nanotech-powered badassery. The trilogy has been entirely remastered, and fans of the originals can be assured that the same gameplay and systems are present and accounted for, with enhanced visuals that make the experience look and perform better than ever before. And from what I've played, they've done an incredible job here. Without a doubt, the recommended place to dive into this collection is on any of the next generation machines, or a PC of course. On console you can expect a smooth 60 FPS and up to 4K resolution. Xbox One, including the Xbox One X, will alas get 30 instead. There are instantly noticeable differences with improved lighting, improved materials and textures, as well as a refreshed look on weapons, characters and vehicles. Shadows and particle effects have also seen notable improvements to my eyes. I wasn't lucky enough to play the first instalment in this magnificent series of campaigns back in the day, and the original Crysis was very unique in the fact that it did things quite differently and leaned on heavy sci-fi elements, with the birth of the nanosuit being something that would carry the sequels along. Playing as part of a squad of military protagonists with these technologically advanced suits of armour with cloaking abilities, you face off on the fictional Linghan Islands based in the Philippines. Here you're sent to investigate suspicious and aggressive behaviour by North Korea. And then, oh surprise, it's also aliens. An advanced race known as the Seth have arrived on planet Earth millions of years ago and have become active once more. Being the oldest of the three games, it's also now perhaps the least impressive visually, with the AI being occasionally hilariously stupid at times, but it still holds up overall. Crysis 2 was the first game to feature CryEngine 3 and also the first game to utilise this new engine on console. In this sequel we swap out jungle warfare for the urban setting of New York, and this really does look as stunning as it did 10 years ago. The aliens we witness in the first game have had a radical redesign, abandoning the tentacled exosuits and instead appearing as high-tech humanoid war machines. The nanosuit also receives upgrades in the sequel, giving players a streamlined feel and enabling the user to assign perks in order to cater for their particular playstyle. Whilst again I don't want to jump too much into the story here, you'll be dealing with the Manhattan virus. This is a gruesome disease that has ripped through the city of New York, causing cellular breakdowns, civil unrest and mass panic. It's up to you to attempt to help bring the city back under control and stop the alien infestation. Crysis 3 takes us back to New York again, but long after the events of Crysis 2. Although they're older titles, if you're thinking of trying out Crysis for the first time with these remasters, I won't delve too deep into story moments overall. I've had a great time with the trilogy so far, and Crytek have done a great job with breathing new life into the games. The developer did want to make us aware that there are some minor bugs that may appear at launch, but I haven't experienced any personally. Regardless, whatever hiccups exist will be fixed in a deployed patch towards the end of the year. Overall, Crysis Remastered Trilogy is a fantastic effort to bring older games to life and is superb value for money. Whilst the original doesn't have the same level of polish as the latter two, it is simply outstanding in how the games look, perform and play overall. Despite their age, the latter two games will surprise you in that they feel like you're playing a next generation title as you blast and stealth your way through all of these campaigns. If you've never had the pleasure of playing through Crysis at all, then not only will be treated to eye candy in abundance, but the stories of all three are surprisingly well told and intriguing. Whilst the online multiplayer is absent from this collection, which is more than a little disappointing, just being able to replay these games in all their glory once more has made this trilogy worth every penny. For newcomers and veterans of Crysis, it's a must-buy.
Welcome to New York, version 2.0. What have they done?
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to hit subscribe, hit like, drop a comment, and stay tuned to XboxEra so we can let you know when we're dropping some fresh content. And we'll see you next time.